Hi everybody and welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia and in this week's live lesson we are going to talk about how to talk about your current work and or your current studies. Current means the thing you are doing right now. So the work you are doing right now, the studies you are doing right now. So we are going to focus on progressive grammar points, progressive or continuous tense. We are also going to use a little bit of perfect tense, and then we're going to practice some basic adjective sentences too. So let's get into it in just a second. While we wait for people to join us live, as always, a couple of very quick announcements. First is this banner at the bottom of the screen about these free PDF cheat sheets. You can find your free practice PDF downloads from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. If you want to get these, since you always ask, please click the link and you will find this page right here. It asks you for your name and your email address, so you can check that out, put that in. If you want more details about how to get all of these that I show you, scroll down to this part, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to get all of them. You can download all of them. So check that out and you can get these to study with. That is announcement number 1. Announcement number 2, as always, if you have questions for me about grammar, about vocabulary, about culture, whatever, something about your studies, you can send your question to me for our weekly Q&A series called Ask Alicia. This is a screenshot from it. You can send it to me, your questions, at englishclass101.com/ask-Alicia. There is a link in the YouTube description. Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, check it out on YouTube. This is a screenshot from it, so send me your questions. No question is too big or too small. I will read it, and then I will maybe choose it. So send them to me. If you want to find me on social media, also this is my Instagram. You can also find my Instagram and Twitter links in the YouTube description, so come follow me there. Okay. That is all for announcements. It seems like everything is good today. I see Facebook is here, YouTube is here. Hello, everyone. I am broadcasting from home if it is your first time joining. YouTube, I will say hi to you first. Hello, Geremu. Hi, Sinem. Hello, Kanwaljit. Hey, Kali from Mexico. Hi, Rendell. Hello, Miriam. Hello. Cool. Facebook, hello, everybody. Essam, hello. Aneth, hello. Eduardo Sens, hello. Badir, hi. KHA Siddiqui, hello. Wahwat Lamwa. I hope I said your names correctly. I'm really sorry if I did not. Hello. Greetings. Welcome. There are lots of people here today, so let's review today's topic. I'll speak a little more slowly now. Today's topic, as I said, how to talk about your current work and or your studies. So, what are you doing now? Okay? So, before we begin, please make sure to like and share this video so other people can find the lesson. I'll do that right now. Cool. Done. Okay. Now, let's look at the lesson boards for today's live lesson. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can do that now. I will show this again later also. We are going to talk about, first, the basic grammar pattern. Progressive or conditional here. So actions or conditions happening now. Then we are going to talk about how to express duration of time. So this will be with the present perfect tense, with progressive. And finally, we are going to talk about how to express your feelings and your opinions about your current work and about your current studies. Cool, yeah? So my goal for you is that you will be able, in this lesson, live or later, to write about your current work or current studies, how long you've been doing it, and how you feel about it. So those are the 3 points for today. Let's begin. Okay, let's begin. Let's start with the basic grammar for this lesson, progressive tense. So we use progressive tense or continuous tense to talk about actions or conditions happening now. So something that's happening like now in this moment. For example, I am teaching. You are listening, I hope. So happening now. or generally in your life happening now. So, how do we make the progressive tense? Subject, is or are, verb, ing. Subject, is or are, verb, ing. We choose is or are according to the subject. So, we are going to use this basic pattern to describe some example situations, okay? And of course, when you want to talk about yourself, you should use I am, as in this first example here too, in that room. So, I am working on a project. I am working on a project, okay? So here we have I plus my verb. In this case, it's special. We use, instead of is or are, we use am. So I am or I'm. Then working. So here's my verb in the ing form. I am working on a project. I am working on a project. Okay? Another example. She, my subject is she is building a website. She is building a website. So this is her current project or her current work. You can send your homework here in the live chat or later. What is happening in your work or school life now? I will check, okay? All right, so she is building a website. Great, okay? He is studying for an exam. He is studying for an exam. Note this preposition here, not to, not studying to an exam, studying for an exam. We use for because for expresses purpose. Okay? Good. Okay? Some examples are coming in. Great. Andrew says, I'm working on a new album. Good. Kanmoji says, I'm studying for my university entrance test. Great. Okay? All right. Okay. Send your questions. I will check. Next one. With they. So here is a plural subject. They. More than one person. They are being observed for an annual evaluation. So I wanted to include this kind of sentence pattern because it follows this verb ing. Yeah? Here my verb is be. They are being observed. So observed means watched. Watched. So in this case, for an annual evaluation, what is annual evaluation? Annual evaluation is very common. So annual means yearly, every year, yeah? And evaluation is like a check, usually at work, yeah? So your boss or your manager wants to observe you, wants to watch you doing your job, maybe, to check kind of your status. What's your condition? So every year, it's very common for an annual evaluation. Maybe there's an observation time period, a period to watch. So they are being observed for an annual evaluation. Okay? Here's another, I wanted to include this example to use an example with be. Okay? Bandar says, I'm not working now because I'm on holiday. Nice. Victor says, I am working on fingerprint identification. Interesting. Okay. Someone, on Facebook, I can't read your name. I can't read the characters, but you said I am creating restaurant kitchens. What does that mean? Maybe I am creating restaurants? I'm creating kitchens in restaurants? Something like that. Jorge, thanks so much for the support on YouTube. That's awesome. Okay. All right, let's continue. More examples. We are not looking for new staff. We are not looking for new staff. So how do we make this pattern negative? We are not. So we put not before our verb in the ing form. So this is positive. We are looking for new staff. This is negative. We are not looking for new staff. Okay? And here's one everybody needs to know sometimes, unfortunately. Has a sad face here. Not a good thing. But this sentence is, I'm not making much progress lately. I'm not making much progress lately. What does this mean? It means you have some responsibility. You have a job or a project, a plan, something you are working on, but you can't move forward. So you can say, I'm not making much progress lately. So progress means moving forward in something. I can't do anything. So you could say, I'm not making much progress lately. Lately means recently, these days, or in these recent days, okay? I'm not making much progress lately. Okay? Good. Some examples are coming in. Cesar says, I am not looking for a new job. I'm not looking for a new job. Don't forget your articles there, yeah? Gloria Victoria on YouTube says they are not looking for new customers. New customers, plural, yeah? Or maybe it's singular, a new customer. Okay. Jermaine says we are not hiring right now. Nice. Did you choose this emoji? That's interesting. Okay. Charles says we are not looking for new staff. We are looking for new customers. So there's two people. Use plural, customers. New customers. More than one customer, right? You want many customers, yeah? Okay, good. Nice examples. Image Grease on Facebook says, I'm not making a lot of money right now. I'm not making a lot of money right now, okay? So lots of people, little points, just little fixes. Your articles, and the. Your plural forms, like customers, and your prepositions, like to and of. Okay, good. All right, let's go to a break. Let's take a quick break and then we'll go to part 2, expressing duration. If you missed it before, I will show you again. There is free stuff for you to download from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, and above the video if you're watching on Facebook. You can find these PDFs with questions and key vocabulary words, verbs, and so on for different situations. So if you want to get all of these, there are a lot here you can choose from. You can download them all. You can find the link below or above the video. Okay, cool. So let's go to part 2 now, how to express duration of your activity. Let's get to that. Also, if you haven't, please, please, please make sure to like and share this video, yeah? It helps other people to find it. Okay, let's see. Sabo on YouTube says, how long is the live video like this in a week? We do these lessons, these live lessons, once a week. So set a notification on YouTube or Facebook, or follow me on Instagram for more to make sure you always get the information. Okay? Let's see. Let's go to expressing duration of time. Expressing duration of time. Okay. So how do we talk about our current work or our current studies and when we started it, or how long the project is? So how do we do that? This is a very natural thing to do after you explain your current project. Okay? So we can do this first with this, expressing duration of time. This means how long you do something. Duration of time means how long you do something. So, depending on our subject, we have 2 patterns. We use I, you, we, or they, plus have been verbing. So, I have been verbing. You have been verbing. So, I have been teaching for 16 minutes. I have been teaching for 16 minutes. You have been listening for 16 minutes, I hope. Okay? So, if your subject is I, you, we, or they, we use this top pattern, have been verbing. If your subject is he, she, or it, use has. He has been verbing. She has been verbing. Okay? Alright. So, we have this pattern. Then, how do we add the length of time, or how do we describe when the action started? Yeah? We use for or since to do this with this pattern. Yeah? For or since. What's the difference? We use for with a length of time. So I just said, I have been teaching for 16 minutes. 16 minutes. 16 minutes is a length of time. Yeah? Okay? Since we use with a past point in time. I have been teaching since 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. Okay? So, use a past point in time here. Alright? For and since. So, let's practice this together. We'll put these two things together. So if you sent a comment in part 1, you can add, now build on that, yeah? So give some more information about that thing you're working on or the thing you're studying, okay? Let's look at this one. I have been working on this project since the beginning of the year. I have been working on this project since the beginning of the year. So here is my present perfect progressive pattern. I have been working on this project. So here's my object. I have been working on this project. Then here's my duration, since. Okay, so I have to use a past point in time, yeah? The beginning of the year. The beginning of the year marks my start point. Okay? So you can send me your example sentences. I will look for your examples. Bruno Santos says, I've been going to the driving school for about 2 months. Nice. Ooh, driving school. Good luck with that. Cool. Okay. Other ones. People are saying, can we use past tense? What do you mean? To talk about your current work and studies? Yeah, you can say, I finished, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. So the focus here is current. So what are you doing now? Okay. I have been studying English since I was 5 years old. Yes, many people probably know that pattern. I have been studying English for 2 years. I have been studying English for 8 months, whatever. How do we use this grammar to talk about our current work and our current studies too? Okay. Other ones. Juan Carlos says, I have been studying English for 2 years. Yes. Samuel St. John says, I've been waiting for this moment since 1993. That's very specific. Okay. Puintlarmu, sorry, I hope I said your name right, says, can we use since plus when? Can you give me an example of what you mean? My first reaction is no, not in this sentence. I've been studying English since I was a kid. If you couldn't use when there, since when I was a kid. That's the first kind of example that comes to mind, but that's not correct. If there's a different example, please let me know. Okay, all right, let's go to the next example sentence. She has been working for 10 hours. She has been working for 10 hours. This one, keep in mind, we often reduce this. She has gets reduced in speech to she's. She's been working for 10 hours. That's how a native speaker would say this. She's been working for 10 hours. Okay? And here's a they. They have been talking for ages. What does ages mean? I wanted to include this because it's very common. An age, so one age, means a very long time. Many, 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 many years. Super long time. There's not an exact number of years. It just means a super long time. So, when we use ages, it sounds like a very, very, very long time. So, we use this in the length of time position to show, in this case, 2 people have been talking for a very, 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 very long time. Yeah? So, like a meeting that never ends. You can say they have been talking for ages. Okay? Cool. All right. Other ones. Marna-chan Filipose on YouTube. Hi. I had been studying for 5 hours. That would be a past perfect example. I have been studying for 5 hours. Yeah? I have been studying for 5 hours. Okay? Garin Garcia says, I have been drinking my tea for 10 minutes. Ooh, very nice. Is your tea still hot? Is it cold? Okay. Puint, thanks for following up on your question. Like, I got to know you since when you started teaching. No, that would not be quite correct. Like, I learned about you because I found your video, maybe? So we use that when in kind of different patterns, like when we interrupt something or change something. So we wouldn't use when with since in this way, though. But thank you for that question. Yeah. Like, I got to know you maybe when I found your videos. That would be okay. But since and when together, we wouldn't use them in that way. So thanks for the question. I hope that helps you. Okay, let's go to our next example. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I can't keep up. Myokoko, hello, has said, I have been working as a safety officer, careful, since previous 5 years, since 5 years ago, since 5 years ago. So thank you for sending that example sentence. I don't have it here, but when you want to talk about like 5 years before, or in your case 5 years prior or previous, use this pattern, since 5 years ago. You can use it here. So it's kind of a combination of this and this plus ago. So I don't have it here, but very close. So 5 years ago. Okay. Oh my gosh, there are so many. I've been studying for 2 days, says Rosie. Okay. Lots of people are writing studying. Okay. I think most people are getting this. I'm looking for errors to fix now. Okay. Andrew, can I say we have been known each other for ages? Is it correct? That is not correct. No. We have known each other. We have known each other. Okay. Let's get back on track. So, one more. A negative now. I haven't been working on that plan recently. I haven't been working on that plan recently. So, this haven't is have not. So, this is a pattern you can use if for a while you were working on something, but recently, these days, you are not working on that plan. So you can say, I haven't been working on that plan recently. Haven't been working on that plan recently. Okay, so that was a lot. Whew, you have great examples and great questions. Many of you are writing, I have been studying for 3 years, or I have been studying for 2 months. That is awesome. Try to use the same grammar point to talk about some other continuing actions in your life. Yeah, challenge yourself to make some new sentences with your grammar skills. Okay. Others. Okay. Oh my gosh, time's going quick. Let's finish up with part 2 there, and then we'll go to part 3. Expressing your feelings. Yeah, expressing your feelings. Super great, right? Okay. Let's take a super short break, and then go to part 3. If you missed it, there is free stuff for you to download from the link below the video. If you're watching on YouTube, above the video. If you're watching on Facebook, there are now conversation practice cheat sheets. So this is the business English one, for example. These have phrases for meetings and like job titles, some expressions like idioms to practice here. If you want to practice a dialogue or a sample conversation, there are new PDFs you can check to do that. So have a look, check the link below the video in the YouTube description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, click the link above the video. Okay, let's go to the last part for today's lesson. If you haven't, please make sure to hit the like button. Yeah, it will help other people to find the lesson. Okie dokie. Let's go to the last part. So, we talked about how to express the thing you're working on or the thing you are studying now. We talked about the length of time, how long you've been doing it. Now, how do you express your feelings or how do you express your opinions about that project or about your studies? So, let's look at this. Okay, so we can use a very basic adjective sentence. Subject is adjective. So, I am happy. He is sad. Very, very basic sentence, right? You can include about topic. About topic. I am excited about this project, for example. I am excited about this project. Or, she is nervous about the presentation. She is nervous about the presentation. Okay? You might also hear people use feeling before an emotion adjective here. You can choose if you want to include it. You could say, I'm feeling happy about this. That's also very natural. That's up to you. Adding feeling just kind of increases the emotional feel a little bit. Okay? So, you can use this to share your feeling or your opinion about your current work or your current studies. Okay? Another example. He is worried about tomorrow's meeting. He is worried about tomorrow's meeting. Okay, so all of these sentences use this about topic pattern, yeah? He's worried about tomorrow's meeting. One more. We are happy about the good news. We are happy about the good news. All right? Now, how do we express negative feelings? Yeah? This one, simple. I'm exhausted. So exhausted means very tired. So very tired is okay, but put them together, make one word, exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm super, super tired. Or this one, we can use a negative pattern here too. I'm not optimistic. I'm not optimistic. What does optimistic mean? Optimistic means feeling positive about something. I feel positive about the outcome. I feel positive about the result of something. So I imagine something positive in the future. So if you say, I'm not optimistic, it means I don't feel positive about the future. I don't feel positive about something in the future. Okay? I'm not optimistic. So you can use this if you don't have a great feeling about what's going to happen next. I'm not optimistic. Okay? All right, some of your examples are coming in. Amalzad S says, I'm excited about this live video. Very nice. Victor says, I feel so excited about your class. Great, okay. Let's see. Charles says, I love this job. Great. Nyen Tarapalyaneng, sorry, I hope I said that right, says, I'm worried about my future. Yeah, for sure. That's very common. Okay. Let's see. Cesar says, my sister is nervous about the vaccine. Ah, yes, many people feel a bit nervous about it. Yeah. I hope everyone is still staying safe out there. Oh, someone on Facebook, I can't read your name. I'm very sorry. You wrote the comment, I'm tired about my homework. Thank you for this. When you use tired in this pattern, when you use tired, we use tired of something. Tired of something. I'll include this on the board. This is kind of a special one. When you use tired, tired of something, something. This, I know it's kind of strange, but we always use of in this one. We don't use about in this pattern. It's a different pattern to use. I'm tired of homework. I'm tired of this thing. Okay? All right. I'm nervous about my interview, says Nazareth. Do you have an interview? Everybody who has an interview, good luck. Okay? All right. Good. Other ones. Oh my gosh, there are so many. I'm excited about my tomorrow presentation, says Sun Messi. I'm excited about my presentation, or I'm excited about my presentation tomorrow, or I'm excited about tomorrow's presentation. One of those two. Tomorrow's presentation or my presentation tomorrow. Okie dokie. Emilie says, I'm tired of the small board. Yes, I know, but I cannot fit a giant whiteboard in my house. So, small board it is. Okay. Alwil says, I'm exhausted about maybe the language, about studying language. I know, it's forever, right? I still learn new English words all the time. We have to always be learning something, yeah? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm late. I have to finish there. So let's be done there. Yeah, don't forget to use tired of something. And also, yeah, it's good. It helps to connect with people, to express your feelings and your thoughts about what you're working on now. So let's finish there for today. I'll show you today's lesson board so you can take a picture. Ready, go. Okay, so actions and conditions happening now we talked about with progressive and continuous tense and or continuous tense. Then we talked about duration of time with perfect, present perfect continuous. And then we practiced some basic adjective sentences over here to express your feelings and emotions about your current work. Very nice. Thanks for all of your awesome questions. One more came in. Can we use very before adjectives? Yes, I am very tired. I am very excited. I am very nervous. Yes, 100% yes. Okay? Phew, that was a lot. So let's finish up. I'll give you the next lesson information. Actually, next lesson, we will have a break. We have a little tiny little summer break next week, so I will see you again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Next lesson will be Wednesday, July 29th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you do not know your local time, please use your Google skills, or you can set a notification on YouTube or on Facebook, or if you follow me on Instagram, I always share a link and a topic reminder in my stories so you can get the information somewhere. In the next lesson, we are going to talk about how to practice pronunciation alone. Your pronunciation. I get this question a lot. So this will be the focus topic for the next live lesson in 2 weeks. Okay? So I'll say goodbye for this week. I'll say goodbye there. If you want to make sure you get all of the free stuff I showed you earlier, don't forget to check the links in the YouTube description or in the Facebook description, I guess, above the video. And if you want to find me on social media or send me questions for Ask Alicia, you can find those links on YouTube too. All right? So I will say goodbye for this week and wish you a nice week next week. And then I'll see you again very soon. So have a good week. Have a good weekend.